Hi lovely people, welcome to the channel. My name is Roseline, and on this channel we talk about God, we love him, we serve him, we also talk about personal finance and purposeful living. So if there's something that appeals to you, please consider subscribing. Today's video we're going to be talking about things I do not buy, I never buy. As a minimalist, as one that lives intentionally, has saved me a whole lot of money. So if you're excited as I am, let's get started. Number one thing that I don't buy is new gadgets. Now, I know as a content creator, it is important that you upgrade and all that, but the iPhone I'm using has been functional. And when you ask yourself, why are you buying newer things? Is it for the perceived value, or for convenience, or for efficiency? What I have is actually serving me these three things. So I actually do not need another or the newest gadget, newest model of iPhone to actually live the life I'm living. So lady, one of the best decisions I made is really asking myself if I need a lot of beauty products and not buying them. As an African lady, we also want to switch up our looks, and by the time I checked my account details, did budgeting, I noticed that a lot of money is actually going to buying hair cream, buying nail polish, buying wigs. And then I asked myself, have I actually been using them? Have they actually been serving me? And the truth is that they have not. The idea of consumerism is just feuding into our minds. And the other thing I also noticed when it came to the beauty products is that the nail polishes were actually not good for me. Perhaps I was buying the substandard or fake things, but then deciding not to actually buy nail polish have actually helped me to take care of my nails better, they look healthier, look good, and I am proud of them. So beauty products out of the list. Fast fashion, trendy clothes, luxury items are the other things that you will never see on my shopping list. That's because as a minimalist, as an intentional one, a daughter of God, a good steward of my money, and one that loves modest dressing, I feel that the trending clothes do not meet my fashion taste, fashion standard, and then they pass so much that you end up trying to keep up with the trend, spending more than you actually need. And then the luxury items, if I can actually pay less to get the value I want from a cloth or from an item and not paying for the brand name, why should I be spending more? So those things are actually things I do not spend my money on. Subscription boxes. 2 years ago, I saw these subscription boxes and I'm like, oh yeah, a lot of people are buying it, a lot of people are subscribing for it. And then what comes in is the Christmas, or they give you seasonal makeup, hair care products or skin products and all that. And then I asked myself, before even subscribing for it, like, Roseline, do you actually need these things? And then I checked my storage and saw that I had lipsticks, lip glosses, these products, that product, hair mask, facial serum. They were overwhelming. I wasn't using them, I was spending a lot. And then I was like, okay, I am actually not doing the subscription boxes because I actually do not need a lot to look good or to maintain my routine. And I also decided that, okay, what are the products that I can use that will give me the same value? I do not have to do so much. It doesn't take time, it doesn't take effort to maintain. I wanted to go for something I could actually sustain. That brings us to the other one, which is high maintenance things like manicure, the pedicure. You have to book an appointment every month. I just wanted to simplify my life. I wanted to simplify my routine. So taking those manicure, pedicure, do your hair this way, do your hair the other way, and the stress, the time it takes from me has actually saved a lot of money. So high maintenance things are off my list, and peace. If my bank account could speak, it would have told me that. Now, we love to look good, we love to look classy, we love to look modest, we love to look feminine. And one thing I asked myself is, having these shoes, these jackets, do you actually put them on? Do you actually need them? And so I told myself, I'm not buying them for no reason. And if I have to buy, I go to thrift shops. So there is this jacket I bought which cost me only €4, and if I had gone to buy it from the original store with a brand name and all that, it would have cost about €200. So the very classy, very high expensive things that is like a duplicate of what you have. I actually do not have it. And one thing I tell myself is, if I am buying a jacket, then I have to take out the jacket I have at home. And do I actually need to buy another jacket just to remove the one I have at home? No. So I told myself, simplify your life and have one jacket for work, one for outing when I go to church or running errands at home, and then I have for spring and summer. So there is actually no need to buy more. Now, the other thing that you will not see in my shopping list is the newest car. That's because by the time you take the car out of the storage, out of the sales area, the value drops. At least for 25% of that value drops. And remember, a car, it is not an asset, it is a liability, because it takes money out of your account. You're going to be paying for insurance, you're going to be paying for fuel, you're going to be paying for a lot. So why do you need the newest car if the one you have is working, doing the work, and it's moving? So newest car out of my budgets. When I read the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I made a video on finance books you should be reading, I'm going to link that video up here. It actually showed me, it opened my eyes to a lot of things that poor people buy, that rich people do not buy, and why the rich people continue to get rich. So if you've not seen that video, I'm going to link it up here and also in the description, so do want to check that out. The other thing that I do not buy often is books. I am a bookworm. I love reading, but then I actually do not buy books just for the need of buying. I do have books that I want to own, I want to read every year. For instance, the Successful Women Think Differently. I actually start the year reading that book because it is just a blessing. But then there are some other books that I know that I would buy, like journals. By the way, I have some journals if you want to check them out in the description, the Bible and all that. That's because I can use them for a long time. They stay with me. They are memory books. They grow with me. I can always go back to them. But books that are one-off, I'd rather use the audiobook, the Audible, to listen to them, or from the library. For instance, if you're preparing for an exam like the IELTS, the exam that you really do not need a book to read all through your life or for a long time, you can actually use your library card, get the book, use it for a month or two, and then you return it. That way, you're able to save a lot than buying a book, keeping it, and you don't use it. Okay, something relating to simplifying my life is not buying seasonal decorations. Now we have the Christmas, we have the lights, we have the autumn, we have the, you say it's Easter and all that. There are just so many things that by the time you put it up, you put the Christmas tree up, you put the autumn decorations and all that, or you just have more things you're putting into your house, it clouds, at least for me, it clouds my mind. It gives me more work. It takes time out of my life. So it is something I do not want to do. When it comes to being a minimalist, living intentional, and simplifying my life, I think that not buying decorations that do not serve a purpose, do not have is not bringing value to me, rather taking a lot of time, is not in me, and they actually cost a lot of money. So they are always off my list. Now, very similar to the seasonal decorations is the home decor. I actually do not spend my money buying those things. That's because I'm very particular about things that come into my house and the value they give. So if this flower is not for aesthetic purpose, if it is not giving me value, then they are out of my house. If those things, like having so many things, saying so many things, it clouds my mind and it's a form of stress to me. So I'm very particular about, okay, this has to be this way, this has to be that way. And that is why buying unnecessary home decor and putting it here, putting it there, have to clean it, have to do this, have to rearrange it, have to take it off, high maintenance things, no. As long as they're not serving a value that is continuous, then I do not buy it. So yeah, those are the things that I do not buy, and they've actually saved me a lot of money. I'd love to know, what are the things you do not buy to simplify your life, to continue living as a minimalist, to be a good steward of your money, and to enjoy life to the fullest. Please let me know. I love to read and respond to all your comments. And if you're new on this channel, please join the family by clicking on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. I also want to grow this channel, and I know that I can do that with your support. So by clicking on that like button, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, please come onto the YouTube app to watch the video, so you can click on the like button. You can also leave several comments for me. It is not just encouraging to me, but it tells the algorithm that this is a good video, and they'll be able to suggest it to other people. Thank you so much for being here. Oh yeah, if you also want to help this channel to grow more, you can share this video on your timeline, on Facebook, on your WhatsApp status. If you're in a church, share this to your church members. They may actually love the video. This video about intentional living, or this video about how to save money, I think you're going to love it. And thank you so much, so much really, for being here, and I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye.